Hey, come on. Caesar and Pandora. Get over here. Let's go. Come on. You know where to go. Come on. Let's go. Good boy, Caesar. Look at you. You're a good puppy. You're such a good dog. Caesar's such a good boy. Hey, look who came because I said that. Yeah. Get in there. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Atta babies. Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Saturday. It is December 21st, 2019. It is the winter solstice. So what does that mean? So I'll clarify once again. I said it's the shortest day of the year, but what I meant when I said that before, it is the shortest day of recorded sunlight of the year. So that is a good thing. So we're finally hit that mark. It is actually the first day of winter as well, and so that's a good thing. We're on a downhill slide now, even though winter's been, as you can see, it has been here for a while. Now it's officially here. Okay, so I want to talk about something that I think is really, really important today, and I think this really could be something that could make a big, huge difference. All right, so obviously I am in the process of working on my greenhouse, as you guys know. I plan on growing all my own fruits and vegetables, as much as I possibly can, with the greenhouse and stuff like that. Now I have fruit trees on the property already, as you guys know as well, and stuff like that. So I want to talk about sustainability, talking about growing food in urban settings, not just out in the country and stuff like that. Okay, so there's a lot of food is grown. A lot of food is grown in California, shipped across the country with trucks and all that type of thing. Or you have big agricultural centers where a lot of growing is done, and that's where a lot of the food comes from, okay, that we have. But here's a thought, okay, so even in an area where I am now, once I have my greenhouse up and enclosed, once I get a geothermal system into this and stuff like that, I'm going to basically be able, excuse me, to grow year round. And I have a couple other options I want to do to help keep it warmer in the wintertime, so that I can continue to grow in a controlled environment, okay? So why can't we do that on a larger scale in cities? Now, so you're going to say, well, what are you talking about? So there's a couple different options that we can do in cities, okay? You have certain neighborhoods, and I don't care what city you're in, you have a lot of abandoned houses that are just sitting there rotting away. Nobody's taking care of them. Nobody plans on taking care of them. Okay, so one of the options that we could do is we could bulldoze those houses down, turn those areas in the cities into gardens, but also we could do greenhouses and stuff like that in those areas to help people to learn locally how to grow their own crops, and stuff like that. And now here's another option. In bigger cities, you have all these buildings, all kinds of buildings through every city, that you have the roofs that are higher up that could be converted into growing areas, green areas. And a lot of cities are doing that. Different parts of the world, you're having a lot of stuff going on top of these houses. Now, again, you could put some solar panels up there as well to help with solar, to have, because you're higher up, there's no obstruction. You're going to get a lot of really good sun that way as well to help generate power. But I'll tell you what, if we could turn a lot of these areas into growing areas where we're growing our own vegetables and potatoes and carrots and everything else, think about the money that would be saved in transportation. Just that alone is huge in itself. Plus, you're teaching people sustainability, how to take care of things for themselves. And I know that's a scary concept, and a lot of people would just rather rely on the government taking care of everything. And yes, would it cost money? Of course it would cost money. But the initial startup cost, over the long run of having something that's going to be viable for decades, it's well worth it to me as far as I'm concerned. And like I said, you could have it where it becomes a teaching environment for people that are interested in learning. There's always things that we can learn. There's always things that we can do to grow as people. Imagining getting involved, and I know this is a weird concept as well, getting involved with projects that actually help people, really truly help people, okay? That's a win-win. Being involved in something that's doing good, number one, and number two, it's helping people to, once again, and I love to use this term, helping people to help themselves. I think that is so important. It's a great thing that we need to continue to do, is to teach people to help themselves. And like I said, offer classes, use volunteer work. Like, okay, you're going to volunteer to work so many hours a week in the greenhouse on the projects and stuff like that, and you reap the rewards of that work, but you learn at the same time. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm, excuse me, maybe I'm out of my mind thinking that is a possibility, but we got to do something different. What we're doing right now is not working. And so, it's just like I looked at my life, where I was at, what I was doing, and I didn't like it. Okay, so I made some changes, and I'm going to tell you guys, just on a mental level alone, on a physical level, a stressful level, all those type of things, my life is so much better since I have made changes in my life. Okay, just a 180-degree difference in my life, how I feel, how I approach things, how I look at things. Everything is different, okay? Now, I'm not saying that everybody should go extreme like I have. It's not what I'm saying. Now, some people do want to. It's a very, very doable thing, okay? It really, really, truly is. And again, it's a good thing. But again, it's like the more that we can do to teach, to help people, to help themselves, it is so important, and I think it's such a great opportunity that we have, that we can do. I just think it's a great thing, and we should really, really jump on that if we can. I want to hear you guys' feedback on this. I want to hear what you think. Am I talking a pipe dream here, or is this something that could actually happen and take place? I know, an example. I'm going to give you an example of something. At my daughter's school, they have a thing right now where they have a growing room where they're growing crops in a controlled environment and stuff like that. And they're experimenting around and doing stuff like that. I think that's awesome. And, it's a really, really good thing. And it's something that we need to continue to work on and do, okay? So I'm going to go over here real quick. So we're going to see on the shortest day of sunlight of the year, we are going to see what we did today solar-wise. I have no idea because I haven't been out here in a while to check. Alright, so at this point right now we got 0.7 on this side, 1.2 on this side. We're still pulling in some power, but yesterday we ended up with 2.0 total. When I showed you guys we were at 1.9 like we are right now, but we ended up with 2.0 total on the day. So that's kind of where we're at, what we're getting. All right, so in here, I don't know what the temperature is in here. I'm going to get a thermostat to put right in here in the battery room. But we're going to be making changes here very, very shortly. There is a company that I'm going to be talking with. I am going to be getting new batteries very, very soon. And so I am going with lithium-ion batteries. and I will talk about that, and we will go over all of that when we get to that point. But that's going to put me in a lot better position where I can deal with a lot more days of non-Sundays and having enough power, okay? And being able to take those batteries down to a 20% charge as opposed to only a 50% charge with the lead acid batteries. So we're going to talk about all that. That's going to be a whole thing, another series of videos, and I'll explain all that when we get to that point. But again, you know, this is a very, very doable lifestyle. It really, really, truly is. And even if you are in an urban setting, you can still do this on a smaller scale. And if the cities would work with people and try to get those properties that are just sitting there empty and abandoned, get rid of them, tear them down, and turn that into, I know that they did that down in Georgia. They turned a thing into basically a park where fruit trees, and they're gardening and doing all kinds of stuff. But again, up here in the north, obviously we need to have greenhouses up here. That's how we have to do it up here, just to extend that growing season. And I think it is so doable. I mean, okay, so you look at this here, okay? So this greenhouse is 30-foot circle, basically, okay? This will feed, and again, when I go vertical with it, you're talking about 706 feet of a growing area. And there goes Miss Molly running like crazy. But it's 706 feet of growing area. Now that's not counting vertical, okay? So I will be going vertical in here as well. But it said it's enough of an area that will feed 7 to 8 people as far as growing crops goes, okay? Here she is again. Little Miss Molly. What's going on, baby girl? Now she is the mother of Abel and Gelko. So she's just a little bitty tiny thing with her little stubby legs, but she's a nice cat. She's a good girl. So as soon as she had that litter and we got her kind of domesticated a bit, we got her to the vet and we got her fixed. So she is all taken care of in that aspect, so no more litters. No more litters. That's right, baby girl. Yes, you're too tiny. But anyway, so that's what's going on, guys. I want to hear your feedback on this. This is a dream that I have. I think it's something else that we could do. And, we're talking to the right people and seeing, you think about the millions and millions of dollars every year in every city and all those type of places that are wasted, that if we turned that into something positive and, like I said, teach people, help people, we have so many people with so much knowledge, older generations of people that could really teach young people something important, something that's going to help them for the rest of their lives. I think that we should try to do that if we can. I really do. So anyway, so that's where we're at. I want to hear your feedback on this topic. I think it's an important topic. I think it's something that realistically is very realistic. It's very, very doable. So anyway, so that's it for now. I did so far today. I got to go check one more time, but I've pulled out 4 eggs today. I got 5 yesterday, and so we've been averaging now for like about the last week or so 4 to 5 eggs a day. So right now I'll have to go out and check one more time and see if we have any more, but I'm not going to do that on video today. But so that's where we're at. Very nice day here today at the homestead. Low 30s and a lot of sunshine, which was nice. And but of course, because you can see now we are pushing 4 o'clock and the sun has gone away. So that time of year. So anyway, that's what's happening, and so that's where we are at. I hope everybody's doing well. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is you, okay? Stay positive, stay away from that negativity, and you will be fine. I will talk to you all later. I hope everybody has a great day. I hope your weekend is going well, and I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now. Look at him just sitting out there. What's going on, puppies?